Alrighty, so today we're going to talk about the Detroit Lions run game. Can it be better in 2023 than it was in 2022 on first downs and 10 to go? And I want to definitely give a shout out to Jeff Risden of Lions Wire. He actually came up with this. And so shout out to him and those over at Lions Wire. Now, it says, per Jeff Risden of Lions Wire, who found the stats, the Lions ran the ball 216 times on first down or on first and 10 last season for 1,059 yards, which is an average of 4.9 yards per carry. The raw yardage and yardage per carry were 8th and ninth in the league, respectively, on first and 10 last season. Those numbers were better than the Lions' overall marks on the ground in 2022, as they were 11th in rushing yards and 15th in yards per carry. So, as you guys know, that the Detroit Lions had Jamal Williams and DeAndre Swift as our main two guys. And this year, both of those guys are not currently on our roster, as DeAndre Swift was traded to the Philadelphia Eagles during draft week, and Jamal Williams signed his contract over with the New Orleans Saints during free agency. And the Detroit Lions replaced Jamal Williams with David Montgomery and DeAndre Swift with Jahmyr Gibbs. Now, I feel that the Detroit Lions, especially on first and 10, I think they could be a top 5 team. I mean, a lot of people give David Montgomery a bad name. Oh, he's this, he's that, he's bad, he's horrible. Well, look at the position that David Montgomery was in with the Chicago Bears. They had a poor offensive line, first and foremost. And then on top of that, look at the coaches he had to deal with. Matt Nagy, really? That was Matt Patricia 2.0. So, going off of that, I mean, no wonder he was still a really reliable and stable back with the Chicago Bears. And now he comes to the Detroit Lions, who have a top 5, if not a top 3 offensive line in the National Football League. They have weapons offensively in Sam Laporta and Brock Wright and Amon-Ra St. Brown, Jameson Williams when he comes back from his suspension, things of that nature. So, I mean, it's going to be a way better upgrade. On top of that, he's a lot younger than Jamal Williams, and it's just going to open up everything. And then you mix in a healthier running back for the RB2, RB1B-ish, and Jahmyr Gibbs. And on first and 10, the Detroit Lions might average 10 yards a carry. They might average a first down per carry on first and 10. Like, it could be that explosive. People don't realize the significance of Jahmyr Gibbs as a player. They just look at the draft status. Oh, he's 12th overall. Oh, you don't draft running backs in the first round. Oh, you don't do this. Oh, you don't do that. Well, let's see why he was a 12th overall pick, a first round pick. Let's look into that, and then let's look into how David Montgomery will have an even better year in 2023 with the Detroit Lions than he did with the Chicago Bears. Now, yes, David Montgomery has dealt with some injuries, but a lot of that had to deal with a poor offensive line. Your running backs and your quarterback are as good as your offensive line makes them. You don't believe me? Go look at Tom Brady with the New England Patriots and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. He was elite because of his offensive line. Tom Brady is not the fastest. Tom Brady ain't the strongest arm. Tom Brady ain't the be-all, end-all. But why did he win 7 championships? because he put all of his money that he basically saved the team and put it into the offensive line. Now look at what the Detroit Lions are doing. The Detroit Lions have invested in their offensive line. Shout out to Bob Quinn. That's the one thing I will ever give him credit for is putting key pieces on that offensive line. Now go look at what we have done around that offensive line. Have a much improved run game, have much improved receivers. Jared Goff is coming into his own. You don't really think that the Detroit Lions could average 10 yards a carry on 1st and 10? Like, this team is going to be drastically improved from a season ago. No disrespect to DeAndre Swift or Jahmyr Williams. I appreciate their time here, but let's be real. They're not Jahmyr Gibbs, and they're not David Montgomery. David Montgomery, y'all better put some respect on his name. Y'all better put some respect on Jahmyr Gibbs' name, because both of those guys are going to be electric. You can put that on the front page, back page, columns 1 and 2. Those two guys will be electric. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Y'all already know what to do. I don't have all the graphics as we are on vacation, but I will be bringing you daily content. So definitely hit that like, hit that subscribe. And with that being said, I'll see you in the next video, because grit don't quit, one pride, baby. Peace. Hey, y'all better start putting some respect on David Montgomery and Jahmyr Gibbs' name, because they're going to be prolific in 2023.